Hi, YouTube. I hope you're doing good. I'm doing all right. Day 19 of my push ups, plus most days I've been incorporating other exercises too, so diligently on the push ups though. So that's cool. Yeah. It took a doctor that I usually don't respect doctors to do a push up challenge to get me going, It's like, even though I kept, strong in my own ways, but like, I think everybody kind of goes through a midlife crisis. You sort of hit a plateau, and then you either strive to survive or you die, you know. Well, you know what I mean. More painfully. So, yeah, so I've been doing okay. Um, when I don't have a lot to say now, it's like, and Doug's been hanging around like every day, and it's like, well, whatever. I guess that doesn't matter either. But he did hurt his hand, and or whatever. I mean, when you get older, you just don't feel like doing as much as you used to, too. So it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. You know, that doesn't really bother me or anything. But I thought I don't really have a whole bunch to say, at least not that I know of right now. So, if I were to talk about all the, excuse me, itchy nose, probably cat hair. um, but yeah, all the weird stuff going on in the world, whatever. Yeah, the whole world's a stage and we are merely players, Yeah, I'm more like a puppet. Thank you, God. When I'm done being a puppet, I'll have my strings removed so I can walk around freely, So, cheers. Yeah. So, anyway, there really is a cure for everything bad in the world. If people were to put their minds together for curing things as much as they did destroying things and scamming people, everybody could have everything and there would be no problems. And the stupid people could still have all the stupid except for hurting people. But all the stupid stuff they want is still whatever. Who cares? Anyway, people are foolish like that, greedy, you know, self centered. Of course, we all know that. If you're watching me, you're probably watching me because there's really not. I mean, now I think there is more people. This is what would be called biblically the Great Awakening because I never used to have a whole bunch of people to talk to, and now there's more people in the younger generations, especially talking about deeper value of things in the world where I found a lot of empty conversations in my peers growing up. It's like what a bunch of ignoramuses, dummies in a lot of ways, you know. Uh, anyway, I was watching oh, I don't remember the name of her channel. I think maybe it's like Frontier Nurse or something. But I assume a medical professional, and she was talking about or I don't know. I watched the one video and subscribed to see if she isn't medically inclined, where her stand is with this contagions, and then I'll take it from there. you know. But I liked what I saw in her video. She was talking about preserving beans and the Indian meal moth, I think it's called, that can attack legumes, that you should put them in your freezer for 72 hours after you buy them, and then it will take and kill that larvae of that in the legumes or beans, that type of thing. So cool. I was thinking, well, I don't know, because I think I'll keep some of them on the shelf. Actually, will last for like up to 10 years, and they're still plantable if you can make them soft enough. And in an emergency, it would be wise to have some beans or peas or legumes to plant. It would be more important to try and plant a crop than it would be to eat that bag of beans in that type of situation. So it's like, no, each to their own. Or freeze everything except for like planting seed type of stuff, because not everything can take a freeze, which they would call like a biannual. If it's just an annual, it will die when the frost comes. So, and you have to plant it annually. Some stuff like rhubarb, they call a perennial, comes up every year. There's ones they call biannual, they come up every other year, which is odd. And then you have to take the seed or a cutting and replant it the next year. Some things like that I have seen propagated, and I took care of different plants like that, but having to move a lot to kind of through, I have a cigarette, through a wrench in some of my plans, but oh well. So, but yeah. So, what's everybody up to? Are you worried? Don't be worried. We've seen all this crap before, and something tells me things aren't going to be turning out quite like they wanted them to. Um, like I say, yeah, I hate to say awake. Of course, people are awake, unaware. The scriptures say, like, people unawares, or I'll get back to that thought. Maybe. Who knows with me? um, oh, not to be caught unaware, because Christ comes like a thief in the night. I think that's what that is. But yeah. In a sense, that's what's going. Well, not in a sense. That's exactly what's going on. If people are getting with the teamwork spirit, family united type of under God feeling, or they're self absorbed. I don't know. You know. I used to think that people like to stalk me or hang around me or be with me every second because they love me so much, but that really isn't it. It's because they want to control my every moment, to be involved in my every thought. You know, I've told Doug, keep talking. You can't take my thoughts away. I said, you don't even interrupt them. You're just like an irritant, you know? That's what it's like, too. So, of course, I have my own thoughts, even if it gives me what I call like a panel headache, I have to put up this like black screen in between that, and it's like, and cut the energy off and just hear it. But it's like I have a net on, like for one of them mosquito nets around me, and they're buzzing all around and they're bugging me. They're not quite getting me, but the buzzing, the noise is giving me a headache. There's nothing I can do about it. So I do really have a lot of patience. It's just, ouch. But yeah, I've been noticing I've been able to work out with, eat just like I used to always do, eat whatever the heck I want, within reason. Decent food, and work out, and eat whatever I want. So, and when I throw a fast in the mix after I get my would be 3,000 sit-ups in, which is 11 more days, then I'll go into some push-ups. I've been doing sit-ups too, but and other stuff. But then I'll go into full push-ups and keep going. Then I'll tell you how often I think I'm going to have to do that at my age to maintain it all and show you what's going on. That type of thing. So those are my goals, and I'll do it, set my mind to it. So that reminded me, I always get songs popping in my head. Relax, don't do it when you gotta go through it, or something. Relax when you gotta go home. No, that's not it. No, I don't even know the song. Who sang it either? You might. Dang it. All right. Do you like the Pet Shop Boys, West End Girls? I love the beat of that song. I like the whole song. It is so cool. You know, about when the uh USSR took down the wall, where the Russian boys and the East End girl, East Germany, they could get together because they liked each other like that. So it's like, yeah, good song. So I think it was depicted, or about 99. No, no, no. Let me think. What was? I don't know. I'll have to look in, or not. It was a while back where they got rid of Gorbachev, and Putin came in. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken. I could be just talking about anything right now. I don't really know. Like I said, I don't have anything in particular. I'm trying to stay away from all the baloney and shenanigans that's going on around. Just let them play their games, because I feel an energy coming where they're not going to be hiding anymore, and people are going to be calling them out in big, big ways. And I feel it. And so I think some, what I would call giants in those days, like they say giants in the Bible, or giant people, or whatever. And I do mean whatever on that, with all due respect of people that believe in that type of thing, you know. But anyway, back to my point, a giant of a man is somebody that stands up in troubled times and has a solution for a situation. That's a giant of a person. If you can find solutions, like community dwellings and sharing within communities, if things were to get hard, don't let all their inner city shenanigans get you down in the dumps either. I mean, yes, shelter and food is always an important thing, but you always have to ask yourself, what if I was just wherever I was at with absolutely nothing? What then? You know, it isn't a bad thing. Like if you leave your house, what if you don't get back there? And something were to happen. The only thing you immediately have to not worry, but concern yourself with is God's guidance. I can guarantee you that. Guarantee. I guess that's kind of an empty thing in a scary situation like that, but I've literally been there, you know. So homeless with nothing, absolutely nothing, more than once. So I know what I'm talking about like that. I guess is what I can tell you. Um, uh, oh, here's something that's interesting. In the United States, they took a poll, and Wisconsin was like second, Minnesota was like third of the less stressed states that there is. And I believe that pretty laid back, for the most part. I'm sure there's some lunatic out there flipping out, probably not far from me, but on average. So that's cool. We're pretty chill around here, yeah, normally. So I didn't hear which was first though. I think I had just walked in my room and it was a report on my local news. So yeah, maybe they'll mention it again. Who was first? I'm not sure. I might say like Alaska. So I would say Montana ranks as one of the highest witchcraft states because of the granite of the Continental Divide, all the way up and down from Alaska, all the way down into Mexico. That mountain range, the Continental Divide, um, literally is a crafty area in the air, and it is a thing. It's real with towers and other powers and ley lines and the actual shape of um, this plane of existence, this planet, you know. So I feel this year that more and more of, I wouldn't even call it hidden knowledge, I would call it um, intentionally hidden history, would all encompass everything of human beings, and that is our right. And that's what everybody's seeking is our bane of our existence, our beginning and our future. We all, people would say, would you like to know your future? Maybe not here, but wouldn't you like to know that there was somewhere that you could literally see if you ask God to show you who you really are without Satan's control of this flesh? You know, that's that's a good thing to ask yourself, you know. I've been feeling like baking some bread, but Doug got a whole bunch of different kinds of bread, so it's like, yeah. But homemade stuff is good. But tonight I'm making biscuits and gravy, sausage gravy to go on biscuits. Yeah, I love that stuff. So I have to not have it as much as I'd probably want it, but yeah, I used to make it a lot. because it's kind of nice for kids, and if you have a salad with it, it's a pretty decent meal, for a family. But there's different cuts of meat you can buy, and you can even in limited times and hard times, there's stuff you can make that is nutritious and filling and not um like even considered like junk, like good stuff can make. you know like I told Doug, if he saw even a ham bone in our butcher's freezer, to grab it, or even a soup bone, beef, or you know because I could make bean soup or split pea and ham, or something like that, or beef stew, or you know but he did get some really good steaks on sale and a nice roast, so that's cool. And last night I made it's ziti pasta. It's not. It's a little bigger than the macaroni, and it's straight. It's like a. I think they're called uh, ratatouilles, or no, not that isn't it, but they're round and they have a hole through the middle. Oh, I can usually remember that, but anyway, I took the ziti pastas and made them, and made a tuna salad last night with all kinds of veggies in it, and then lettuce on top, and that was super good. I had a bunch of that because it's pretty healthy too, not too bad, but the lettuces helps break up the pasta thing. And the fish that I'm allergic to. So it was a good way for me to have some fish, but not a whole bunch either. So, yeah. And that turned out really good. Probably made me a little swollen, but I did take an allergy pill too. So, yeah. And I've been taking one almost every day for, oh, at least the last few days. I guess I did give it a couple-day break, but with change of season, that'll do it a lot of times. So I guess we have snow coming in, and cold weather and rain like tomorrow, and it's okay. It's spring. If it fills up our creek and melts the snow, I'll be able to get to where the creek is and go in a ways and show you how pretty it is. I've got videos from the road with it, and videos on top the hill, and I did go back. I think I did go back to the creek on one of them. I'm not sure though. I know for sure that I was walking down towards it from on top the hill, and I spooked a prairie hen, or a ruffled grouse. So one of them. So, and she was yelling at me, I think, because of her babies. So, yeah. Oh, well. But yeah, I have some. Just if you look at the videos, you'll see whether it's a nature picture or not, whatever I'm up to. So, yeah, and I hope to do more walking this year. But being that we're out so far, I've walked it all so much. I mean, through the woods and the swamps and up to the lake, and I followed the creek and rivers and different things. So it's like I can only investigate my area so much, and then I know the whole thing really good. So, um, kind of northwest of me, there's a really gigantic swamp. It's about, and this is no exaggeration, it's probably 500-600 acre swamp. No smaller than 3, but I would say way bigger, you know, very big, you know. Yeah, and there is a trail through it on one side of it, and some really there's a mansion back there, and they had to bring most of the materials in on four-wheelers, not even four bys. So the construction, like with concrete and different things, it's really remarkable. They built. It's crazy. I'm not walking back there again. No, but it's crazy. You know, I might, I might, probably not this year. Maybe in a year or so. I'd like to get Doug walking with me more, and I do have a bike, but I'd like to get a mountain bike. Be nice if we get two of them, but I don't think that he would. Maybe we have mini bikes and stuff like that. And he's got to get my one going for we traded, and he's supposed to put this new motor he has on this frame of one that I want. So we'll see. Otherwise, I'll take mine back. So, and he wants it, so we'll see. Anyway, it's a blue one that I have, a Cushman, and he wants it because he used to have one, and the frame is on a little, the one that I want. Oh, I can't remember. I think it's like a Rupp motor that was on there, but I've got a little Briggs that I want to put on it, and I can't remember how many. I think 10 horse, which on that little frame would really zoom. So, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I'd have to put some thought into it. We have so many things like that around. It's like, and it is hard to keep up with the amount of things that we've had. It's like with all the trading and everything, and when you cars and vehicles, it's your whole life. That's I lost track. Well, I mean, I could have to put a lot of thought into stuff usually like that. It's like, oh yeah, we do have that, or oh no, we got rid of that, or you know, something. So, yeah. Well, I think I'll let you go. I just wanted to keep your spirits up. Don't let these bad sons of a horrible dragon drag you down. Um, there's just one great dragon, and he's gonna spank their asses. So, just trust that that's gonna happen because I feel it. I feel something happening, like an energy that they want to put towards us is gonna benefit us and be their downfall with the mixture, like chemistry, of the energy that's coming off that sun from God for his people. I just have a feeling that Christ's spirit's just going to use that energy like a ray gun on them, you know. Um I don't know. He tried loving them, and that didn't work too hot. And we've all tried the same thing, and they just don't freaking care. So maybe it's time to zap their asses. So just remember, it is teamwork, in this world when it is a us and them situation. But we can't wait around for them to be us. You know, they like their strings. They like being puppets. You know, normal people would want their strings cut, so they could fly. You know, don't give your wings to Satan. That's my last thing I'll tell you. I heard God might borrow his for a short time just to lift him up a little bit, but God forbid he doesn't appreciate that. I think he'd come crashing back down. That's how it is when you give people your heart and you elevate them, and then they're like, Oh, so I'm above you now, and you're the one who put them up there. You know, I gave you my wings, you stupid. You know, so be careful. I might take them back. You know. So anyway, actually, we get our own when we realize that we didn't make our own. That's when we get our own. So, and if you remember that every day, you're blessed. So, all right. Thank you for joining me. Have a really good night or day wherever you're at.